We live in an age of physical apology. We are told that our bodies are fine just the way they are. We are told that discipline is restrictive and that the pursuit of physical dominance is toxic or shallow. But as we look at the chaos of 2026, a year of economic shifts and social instability, we see a harsh truth. A weak body is a leaky vessel for a strong mind. You can have the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the bank account of a Medici, but if you cannot climb a flight of stairs without gasping for air, or if you lack the strength to defend your own home, your dominion is a lie. To the Stoics, the body was not just a shell, it was a tool. It was the adjutant of the soul. Today, we are exploring why physical dominance is not a vanity project. It is a moral requirement for any man who seeks sovereignty. This is the Dominion Thesis. Section 1, the temple versus the prison. Most people treat their bodies like a rented apartment they intend to trash. They fill it with low-grade fuel, deprive it of movement, and then wonder why their mind feels foggy and depressed. The Stoic view is different. Musonius Rufus, the teacher of Epictetus, argued that a philosopher should train his body because virtue requires a physical vehicle to manifest. If your body is weak, it becomes a prison. It dictates what you can do, where you can go, and how much stress you can handle. Dominion is about expanding your territory. When you are physically dominant, the world becomes smaller and more manageable. When you are weak, the world is a series of obstacles. You cannot rule an empire if you cannot rule your own nervous system. Section 2, the moral failure of weakness. This is a hard truth for many to hear. In the Dominion Thesis, avoidable weakness is a moral failure. Why? Because weakness makes you a liability to those who depend on you. In a crisis, like the ones we are seeing in 2026, the people around you need strength. They need someone who can carry the weight, stay awake for the watch, and act with physical decisiveness. If you have chosen to be weak through laziness or gluttony, you have chosen to be a bystander in your own life. Socrates famously said, "It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable." But it's more than beauty. It's duty. Strength is the insurance policy you pay into every day so that when the world asks for a leader, you are physically capable of answering. Section 3, biological sovereignty. Your brain is a biological organ. Your mindset is produced by chemistry. In 2026, we have more biohacks than ever, but we have forgotten the basics. Physical dominance creates biological sovereignty. When you lift heavy weights, you aren't just building muscle, you are signaling to your endocrine system that you are a predator, not prey. You are regulating your dopamine, lowering your cortisol, and hardening your insulin sensitivity. A man with high testosterone and low cortisol looks at a market crash and sees an opportunity. A man with the reverse looks at the same crash and has a panic attack. Dominion starts at the cellular level. If you don't control your biology will control your logic. Section 4, the gym as a Stoic laboratory. The weight room is the most honest place on earth. The iron does not care about your status, your followers, or your intentions. If you lift 180 kilograms, you are a man who can lift 180 kilograms. If you can't, you can't. This is the discipline of ascent in physical form. When you are under a heavy bar, your mind screams for you to quit. Your ego tells you it's too heavy. The Stoic uses this moment to practice dominion over the internal voice. You learn to ignore the impression of pain and focus on the virtue of the rep. Training is the premeditatio malorum of the body. You are practicing being in a state of stress so that when real-world stress arrives, your body says, "I've been here before. This is just another set." Section 5, the Hormetic Edge. In science, there is a concept called hormesis, the idea that a small amount of stress makes an organism stronger, while no stress makes it decay. Modern life is designed to eliminate all hormetic stress. We have climate-controlled rooms, soft chairs, and food delivered to our doors. This comfort is a slow poison. It makes us fragile. The Stoic body seeks out the edge. Cold plunges, fasts, and grueling rucks are not fitness trends. They are ways to remind the body that it is a survival machine. When you push your body to its limit, you expand the inner citadel. You realize that discomfort is not danger. This realization is the ultimate competitive advantage in the 2026 economy. While others are seeking safety, you are comfortable in the storm. Section 6, mind-body unity. The Greeks had a word for this, kalos kagathos, the idea that the beautiful and the good are one and the same. A brilliant mind in a neglected body is an unbalanced equation. Stoicism is a philosophy of action. It requires you to be in the world, doing the work. If you are physically dominant, your presence carries weight. Your words have more impact. This is not about toxic masculinity, it is about the physics of authority. People instinctively look to the man who looks like he can handle the situation. By mastering your body, you are mastering the first tool of influence. You are showing the world that you have the discipline to handle the most difficult employee you will ever manage, yourself. Section 7, the routine of the sovereign body. What does the sovereign routine look like for the body? It is not about spending 6 hours in the gym. That is occupation behavior. It is about minimum effective dose for maximum dominant output. It is 3 days of heavy compound movements, the squat, the press, the pull. It is daily movement in nature to clear the mind. It is the Stoic diet, eating for function, not for entertainment. It is the realization that every meal and every workout is a vote for the man you are becoming. In 2026, the world is full of soft men with hard opinions. The Dominion Thesis demands that you be a hard man with tempered opinions. Section 8, Conclusion. Your body is the only piece of the universe you truly own from birth to death. To leave it weak, soft, and untested is a betrayal of your own potential. As we navigate the volatility of this year, remember that your physical strength is the foundation upon which your mental and financial empires are built. Do not apologize for wanting to be dominant. Do not listen to those who tell you that it doesn't matter. It matters to your family. It matters to your mission. It matters to your soul. Go to the gym. Pick up the weight. Run the mile. Embrace the cold. Build a body that is worthy of the mind that inhabits it. Stay strong. Stay sovereign. This is the Dominion Thesis.